You open a coffee shop. The first day goes well. People love the coffee. A month later, there's a queue outside your store every morning. Life is good. Then you do the math. To double your income, you probably need another coffee shop. Then another, then another. Each one needs rent, employees, machines, managers. Every new customer costs you something. Now, imagine someone sitting in a tiny office writes a piece of software. The first customer pays $10. The 1,000th customer also pays $10. The millionth customer still pays $10. But the software doesn't ask for a salary. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't call in sick because my Wi-Fi isn't working. So here's the question. Why do some businesses struggle to make $1 million while others create billionaires? After looking at the world's richest entrepreneurs, I realized it isn't the industry. It's the business model. When people hear the word billionaire, they usually think of luxury cars, private jets, or Elon Musk posting memes at 2 a.m. But billionaires don't become billionaires by buying expensive things. They become billionaires by owning businesses that scale. That's the key word, scale. A barber can only cut so many heads in one day. A lawyer can only attend so many meetings. A doctor can only see so many patients. They're valuable professions, but time becomes the limit. Even if they're the best in the world, there are still only 24 hours in a day. Let's play a game. Suppose you own the best pizza restaurant in your city. People line up outside every night. Business is booming. How do you make twice as much money? Simple. Open another restaurant, then another, then another. Except now you need more chefs, more rent, more electricity, more cleaning, more headaches. Congratulations, you no longer own a pizza shop. You own a stress collection agency. Now compare that to Spotify. Once the platform exists, adding another listener costs very little compared to opening another physical location. One product, millions of users. That's a completely different game. I started looking at some of the richest entrepreneurs: Jeff Bezos, Amazon, Bill Gates, Microsoft, Mark Zuckerberg, Meta, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, Google, Sam Altman, OpenAI, Jensen Huang, NVIDIA. Different companies, different industries, different personalities. But one thing kept showing up. Their businesses didn't just sell products. They built platforms, infrastructure, or technology that could reach enormous numbers of customers. Microsoft sells software that can be distributed globally. Google serves billions of searches. Amazon built infrastructure for online retail and cloud computing. NVIDIA designs chips that power much of today's AI computing. Different products, same principle, high leverage. The more I researched, the more I realized billionaires usually build one or more of 4 kinds of leverage. The first is technology. Software can often be copied and delivered at very low cost. The second is networks. Think about WhatsApp. The more people join, the more valuable it becomes. The third is brand. People pay more for companies they trust. Apple is a great example. And finally, infrastructure, cloud platforms, payment systems, chip manufacturers. They're not always flashy, but many other businesses depend on them. When you own infrastructure, you don't just serve customers. Sometimes you serve entire industries. Now AI enters the picture. This is where things get really interesting. Before AI, building software often required large engineering teams. Today, a small team with AI tools can build products much faster than before. That doesn't mean AI guarantees success, but it can reduce development time for many tasks. In theory, this allows entrepreneurs to test ideas faster and spend more time refining products. That's why so many startups are suddenly appearing. AI hasn't changed the goal, it has changed the speed. Here's the funny part. Everyone asks, what's the next billion-dollar idea? Almost nobody asks, does this business model actually scale? Because honestly, if your business needs you to personally answer every phone call, congratulations, you've created a full-time job, not a scalable business. A billionaire business usually keeps creating value even when the founder isn't involved in every customer interaction. That's the difference. So, what business model creates billionaires? It's not restaurants. It's not real estate. It's not AI. It's not crypto. Those can all create wealth under the right circumstances. The common thread is something else. businesses that can scale, businesses with leverage, businesses that become more valuable as more people use them. That's the pattern we keep seeing. So the next time you hear someone say, this industry creates billionaires, ask a different question. Can this business serve 10 million customers without needing 10 million employees? Because history suggests that's the question the world's richest founders have been answering all along.